Are you busy all the time but still feel like you're not doing anything? If that is you, then you have to watch this video, because in this video I'm going to list 4 productivity myths that is hindering you from being efficient and productive. Now, myths are misconceptions and outdated ideas or things that people really believed in that is not really working at all. The first myth is the fact that multitasking increases productivity. That is not always true. Studies have shown that multitasking reduces productivity by 40%. All right? If you have 3 tasks to do and you spend 1 hour doing all 3 tasks at the same time, there is a high chance that your productivity will be very little compared to focusing on one task for 20 minutes. If you focus on one task for 20 minutes, you will be more productive as compared to doing all 3 tasks at the same time for 1 hour. The second productivity myth is that constant busyness equals productivity. That is not true. All right. There are people that can be busy for 10 hours, but at the end of 10 hours, they can't really tell you one thing that they've done. And one way to help you out with this is to prioritize tasks. All right. Do the tasks that are important. You can use the 80-20 rule or the Eisenhower matrix. I'm going to make videos on both methods of productivity so you can really understand what I'm saying. But in a nutshell, the 80-20 rule states that 80% of the result that you require comes from 20% of the efforts that you're supposed to put in. All right. So you don't really necessarily have to put in 100% of effort just because you want 100% of result. It's a matter of time management and understanding your peak productivity hours. The Eisenhower matrix states that you should only do tasks that are both urgent and important first before any other task, which honestly makes sense to me. If you have tasks that are important and urgent, you do those ones first, followed by the ones that are important but not really urgent. After which you can do the ones that are urgent but not important, followed by the ones that are not important and not urgent. Okay, so it's left for you to understand how to prioritize your tasks and do them accordingly. The last productivity myth I want to talk about is the fact that morning people are more productive than evening people, which is not always true. The thing with morning people is that they've understood that their peak productivity hours are in the morning and they push most of their tasks to morning, right? I've done a video in the past about peak productivity hours. So basically what that means is that you understand the time of the day when you're the strongest, the most sensitive, when you have full amounts of energy and you're like very, very active and wide awake. Okay, there are people that are very, very energetic in the morning. There are some that are in the afternoon, and there are some that are in the evening. So if you know your peak productivity hours, it will help you to push difficult and important tasks to those times when you're strong enough to do them. So if you know your peak productivity hours and you know how to manage your time, it doesn't matter what time of the day you're doing what you need to do, you're going to do it and you're going to do it well. The last productivity myth I want to talk to you about is the fact that taking breaks is a waste of time. That is a huge lie. If taking breaks was a waste of time, schools wouldn't have breaks. Workers wouldn't have lunch breaks. Nobody would be having breaks at all. Breaks actually helps you to recharge. It gives the brain some time to regain its energy. If you rest for 5 minutes, the impact is tremendous, okay? Breaks should not be overlooked or underemphasized. It is important to take breaks. Imagine scrolling through social media on your phone for hours and hours and hours. Now, your phone is a non-living thing, and after some hours of scrolling on social media, it starts to get hot, and sometimes it might even shut down, or start hanging, or, there's always an issue with the phone if you're using it for hours non-stop. Now, that is a phone. So imagine what the human brain would go through if you subject it to hours and hours of work without any kind of break whatsoever. So breaks are important. If you take breaks, you come back stronger and you have more focus and more clarity. All right. So those are the 4 productivity myths I wanted to talk to you about. Remember to follow me and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more amazing videos like this. That's it for today. I'll see you some other time.